The woman had just transmigrated into a sensational novel, only to find herself locked in a dimly lit hotel room, forced by her wicked mother-in-law to sleep with a male model. The old woman's plan was sinister. Because the woman's wealthy, bedridden husband was about to die, the mother-in-law wanted her to get pregnant immediately. They could then pass the fake child off as the sole heir, allowing the old woman to seize the massive family fortune. If she refused, she would be wiped from the face of the earth. Trembling, the woman picked a masked man. But what neither she nor the evil mother-in-law knew was that this model was actually the most terrifying and powerful man in the entire family, the deceased husband's ruthless younger uncle. He had disguised himself simply to investigate the mother-in-law's dirty tricks. Knowing her tragic fate as a cannon fodder in the original novel, the woman refused to play along. She pretended to be passionate, tied the man to the bed, and then ruthlessly smashed an ashtray over his head. "Sorry bro, I don't have time to play fake pregnancy with you," she muttered before fleeing the scene. When the powerful uncle woke up with a bleeding head, he was absolutely furious. No one had ever dared to treat him like this. He instantly ordered his men to hunt down the woman who hit him. The next day, the woman's bedridden husband officially flatlined. Before she could even pretend to cry, she bumped straight into the terrifying uncle at the hospital. He recognized her immediately, but before he could act, the wicked mother-in-law intervened, loudly declaring that the woman was already pregnant with the deceased husband's child. As the mother of the sole heir, she was suddenly untouchable. During the emergency board meeting, the mother-in-law boldly announced that she would act as regent until the unborn child came of age, effectively seizing the entire family empire. But the ruthless uncle sneered. He knew the timeline didn't add up. To destroy the mother-in-law's plot, he demanded an immediate, public pulse check by an old, trusted doctor. The woman's face turned pale. She was terrified. She knew she had knocked out the man before anything happened. Once the doctor exposed her empty stomach, she would be thrown in jail for fraud. But as the old doctor carefully felt her pulse, his eyes widened. In front of all the greedy relatives, the doctor loudly confirmed, "The young madam is indeed pregnant." Everyone froze, including the powerful uncle. The woman was utterly shocked. How could she be pregnant? Then, a fragmented memory flashed through her mind. After she had knocked out the masked man, she had accidentally consumed a spiked drink prepared by her mother-in-law. In her delirious state, she had stumbled back into the room and dragged the unconscious uncle into bed. The child in her belly didn't belong to her dead husband. It belonged to the ruthless uncle sitting right across from her. As she broke out in a cold sweat trying to hide her terrifying realization, the door suddenly opened. The original novel's White Lotus heroine walked in with a sweet smile, carrying a thermos. She offered the woman a bowl of dark, rich chicken soup, insisting she drink it for the baby. The woman's heart pounded. She knew this innocent-looking girl was a master of poison. If she drank it, she would lose the baby and her life. But if she refused, the uncle would definitely notice her guilt. Under the intense, suspicious gaze of the man whose child she was secretly carrying, she slowly raised the bowl to her lips,